Yo, what's up? Oh my goodness. Blessings to everyone out there. Wow. Yes. Gilbert Arenas has been arguing back and forth with me for like 2 days. Yeah, it's been a crazy day. He's picking up right where he left off. But let's get it. Now, Steph Curry has had a career of injuries with his ankles. Um, these ankle bracelets that he got on, these protectors, has basically revitalized his career. But Curry has had surgeries on his ankles, on his right ankle, which is worse than his left. He's had a lot of inversion, ankle sprains, and by keep pulling on the ligaments. See, when this is the thing about tendons and ligaments, and when you see Curry twist his ankles, it's going to, when you consistently do it, because the support there is weak, those muscles there are kind of weak either by, you know, you're born with it or you have deterioration into your ankles. That happens. But in Steph Curry's case, you're looking at something that's completely different. Last night, this like the second time he did it twice with the same ankle in the game. He tried to come back and play on it again, and he did it again on the left ankle just by planting his foot. Now, just by planting his foot, his ankle gives right in. Normally, this happens when your toes aren't getting off the ground enough, which means you might have some duraflexion, like injury also, which leads, that's all a part of it. The tendons, all of it is in the back of your quads. Those muscles, that's your ankles, is all in your quads. So you could have a duraflexion injury happening where your toes aren't coming up far fast, it's far enough off the ground. That's duraflexion. I'm not a medical expert. I'm somebody who's had ankle injuries. Playing basketball, you're going to have them. So duraflexion is when you're getting your ankle up, that muscle and that tension. That's why when you tear your ACL, that duraflexion, being able to lift your foot off the ground, is almost impossible. Those toes are not coming up. So looking at these scenarios, looking at the situations that are it's categorized as different horrific situations that another human being, not playing basketball would be able to survive and get through. But when you play basketball. Not saying that Steph Curry won't be back in about a couple of weeks, maybe less than that. They can do day by day just to get the swelling down and he'll be back on the court. But the overall picture of Steph Curry for his career, I don't know if he gets another 2 years out of this. I'm thinking we're looking at the last 2 years of Steph Curry playing basketball. Yeah, well, that's the thing about having an injury there that needs to. Normally, you have to do these exercises to tighten the muscles up. That normally takes a month or 2 months of doing these exercises to strengthen those muscles. But when you're playing in the NBA and the way Steph Curry plays the game, it's left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right for a whole game. Even with the support bracelets, that's a lot of wear and tear when your ankle is not where it needs to be. So the pain is one thing. The pain is, oh my God, it's immense. When you twist and do a lot of inversions like that, because with him, his whole foot just basically flattens out. And these are non-contact injuries. This is not like somebody stepped on his foot. This is him just planting his foot down and his ankle just gives out. His foot just rolls over. Normally, that's a duraflexion. In your toes, you're not getting your toes up enough and your foot's just rolling over. So you might have some problems in your calves that's causing that to happen. And when you stretch the ligaments out, they become long. Your ligaments become long. And you want to try to get those tightened, but over time, when you stretch them out so much and they're just so long, and even though the swelling goes down, those ligaments are weak. And you're not getting the commands quick enough to your feet. It leads you to go down again, re-injure it over and over again, which ultimately is not good, and you're going to need surgery. And it's just how much wear and tear you're going to be able to go through in a grinding NBA season. Now we're going to get to some of the causes of this. The majority of these injuries that these players are suffering from is due to this fact right here. You see that? You see what's happening there? Most of them have these sock cloth like shoes with no ankle support whatsoever. These shoes are not made to be played on a basketball court. They're made for recreation. Those type of, those type of, if you look at the shoes and what they made of, how do you expect to get any kind of push with these cloth like shoes? And they're all making them. Adidas, Nike, because it's less costly and more people are buying them. But if you play basketball in them, you're basically playing in socks. You're playing in socks with leather bottoms, zero ankle and foot support in those type of shoes. Now you can run in those shoes, but let's say you step on somebody's foot, bang, your ankle's going over. Yeah. You want to make sure you're giving the best product that you can possibly do. NBA shoes nowadays are so unsafe. I don't even know. It's like most of people wear the shoes, they don't even hoop. So, yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't understand like the dynamics of what's going on. Thank you. I appreciate you. What happened to Stephen Curry was egregious. No, it's NBA shoes completely. No. If we're looking at who are the best in the game or who's like somebody that is, it's that's beside the point. Like as far as who got the best shoe and all that, that's based on comfort. Kobe Bryant, I believe, had the best NBA shoe when he designed the shoe to make sure you wasn't gonna twist your ankle. He made the bottom of the heels to where your heel would come down more into the shoe. That was a huge moment. That was a huge moment. I don't feel as if the dynamic of the shoes really, the look of it, is the actual materials. When you had high top leather shoes, a lot of this stuff didn't take place. Plus, the way people played the game was completely different. So back in those days, you're not going to have those type of ankle injuries. See, when you're looking at what Steph Curry went through and what other people are going through, it's entirely different. It's like a whole new world. NBA shoes have no support. I'm serious. They're all low tops now. I'm like, where are the old high tops? And you see some of the people are wearing the old school Kobe's. And even the doctors are saying like it's better for them to wear the Kobe's. Jalen Brown wear the Kobe's. He's coming out with his own signature shoe now, but he used to wear the Kobe's because of the technology in the shoe. Anthony Edwards got some like moon boot Adidas. Well, it's a collection of them, but unless you got real ankle and foot support to help you on the basketball court, how is it servicing you besides selling a bunch of them? Before you used to have a running shoe, right? People don't even know what that is, but yes, there's running shoes. Shoes you have just for running. They're not meant to be on a basketball court. You need support. I played basketball in running shoes and got injured both times. Running shoes have more grip than you ever would need on a basketball court. And that grip is sometimes too much on the floor. You need a balance. And a basketball shoe is designed to be on that platform. All these people want to sell you shoes and products. Just like when we were younger, we went with style over comfort. But now, when you look at the dynamics of it, you're starting to see the bigger picture. I messed my knee up because I had on running shoes. And when I was driving to the basket and the guy bumped me, it just popped. You just heard a pop, pop. Damn. But I know it was the shoes because of the way my shoes gripped the floor because I had on the running shoes. Basketball shoes, that wouldn't have probably happened like that. No, I never hit 50 some threes in a row. Stephen Amy. Oh, you didn't break my record. Yes, I played in some shoes that messed my ankle up. So yeah, every time I played, I basically got hurt playing in shoes that were for walking and running, not basketball shoes. I've never got hurt in basketball shoes. Oh, when I was playing, I was good for shooting threes. That was like an easy bucket for me. That wasn't even fashionable for people to shoot, but I could. See, when you play street ball, they don't really they everybody want to slash, everybody want to be AI. You want to AI. I'd be like, I ain't going down there to get my teeth knocked out my mouth. I'm gonna just shoot the basketball. I'll be the littlest guy and would win the varsity. It'd be a 20-man varsity. 20 people fighting for the basketball. I'm winning a 20-man varsity. And it was like, how's this little dude getting? Because all I got to do is score once, go to the free throw line, hit three, bang, 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 get the ball back, pull up again, bang, back to the line, 1, 2, 3. And they was like, wait a minute, this dude is, I'm like, dude, only take a couple of shots. It took me a couple of shots. No, you got to know what to do. A 20 man jumping up for the basketball, they not finna get it. They gonna tip it. Your job is to grab the basketball. Once you see the basketball come off the rim, you grab it and corral it, right? Off the tip. You know what it's gonna do. They go up, the ball's tipped. You get the ball, just like straight like that. Off the tip, you corral the ball, and that's basically it. You wait for somebody to tip it, and you just jump and go get the ball. And then the rest is you just making a shot because you might not get the ball again. So you got to shoot and you got to make it. Got to be accurate. So those games teach you, how to be an efficient shooter. When it's 20 men in a V, you better know how to shoot. Steph Curry is an amazing human being, amazing player. He has definitely expanded this sport to a place that everybody should know. He the one saved the NBA. Nobody else did, no matter what lie they tell you. LeBron ain't saved nothing. It was Steph Curry. And he came in and took this game and took it to a level that it's never been in its life. So I'm very proud of what Steph Curry has accomplished in this league. So no way, shape, and form are we downing Steph Curry. But this ankle injury that he suffers, even with him doing strengthening exercises, it's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard for him to go back out on the court without taking some days off for rehab of that foot. I mean, because that ankle right now, it's at the point now where it's flaming on fire. Steph ain't gonna want to miss games, but he might have to have surgery on his left ankle. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, but he's gonna try to get through the year, and that's grueling because you got to do a lot of stop and cut. But it's getting to the point where Steph Curry, because you got to think of age too. He's not like LeBron. He actually has skills. So this guy uses his skill sets. He runs through moving screens and picks. He's quick on the floor. He's getting to his spots. He's got to get open so he can get his shot off. These guys are younger and they're trying to stay with Steph and they don't know all the tricks of the trade that he knows yet. So those who are defensive master locks, they stay glued to him. I'm proud of him. Definitely a player I respect. I respect his game. 100%. He's somebody that I feel have put the game on his back and made it mean something again. They'll never compare him to Jordan like they do LeBron. But if anybody is close in championships and having winning and dominant seasons without the meddling of the league and being protected, is definitely Steph Curry. He did everything LeBron's doing in less time. And the people that they trying to say LeBron is better than, they did it all in less time. I'm not a doctor, but I'm quite sure this is duraflexion. When your ankle, the foot going up like that, that muscle, yes, that's called the duraflexion. And I think he has a problem with his duraflexion. I can tell from the way he's moving his feet and the injury itself. His foot caught the ground. His toes are not getting up off the ground enough. And he's just, as soon as he tries to move and plant, his toes are not coming off the ground, and it's causing his leg to just invert, and he's getting an inversion injury. These are non-contact injuries. Mm. Yeah, well, the problem is you see an opportunity where most people can grow and get to a plateau where other people can unite. Right. The Golden State Warriors have developed a team chemistry there of basketball play. Substance over flash. And their guys that they're drafted, they've gotten it to where the Warriors will be sufficient. Moody is turned out to be a great player. They sent him down to the G League for a while so he could play, get some experience, brought him up. It's been what, 2-3 years since Perkins before he was doing all of that. That was like 3-4 years ago. Now look where Moody is. He's a guy that could start on a team almost anywhere. Mm-hmm. Carry the hell on. Moody Moly, Moly Moly, Moody Gooly. What messed Kirk up is that Evan Mobley was drafted right before Moses Moody. So Like, so he was thinking about Evan Mosley, and it was messing him up completely. Mosley, Moody, Moses Moody. I don't want to talk about that. Stevenson had a very bad night. Nobody in Chicago want to talk about the Bears game. We ready to fight people. It's just that when you see a injury like these consistently happen, those braces that he wear on his ankles, those are helpful, but that's not gonna make your career extend longer. A lot of people think that those bracelets are in place to extend your career. It helps. If he didn't have those, Steph Curry would not have played this long. Do I think he can get to another NBA Finals? Maybe, but it would require him to not be the main focal point of the team, which is starting to happen. Steph Curry is the main fixture of the team, but he's not the real like dominant player. Like, I gotta dominate the game in order for us to win. No, the younger players are taking up that mantle. There's more split where you're gonna see Kaminga, you're gonna see Wiggins, you're gonna see Moody, you're gonna see Davis Jackson or Jackson Davis, Love Child. You're gonna see him contribute more. It's gonna be more of a evolution of five of us. His game plan on Steph Curry's ankle, like, I don't understand what you mean. Well, you have to understand that this game is changed, but the actual care of why people are using different, like, for instance, you see that right there? I don't know if I've even shared it. And I'm like, you see this? Yeah, I hope he too do too, but it's not looking good for him as far as the long term, because now he had the right foot. He had to have surgery on that one. It's been so badly damaged. Now this one, he seems like he got some duraflexion injuries, which is that calf muscle. So that controls all of that leg movement, getting your toes up off the ground, and that duraflexion. So when you try to land on that, it could turn, and you had that inversion ankle sprain. Racist comedian at the Trump rally. Oh, I didn't see any Trump rally. Uh-oh. Somebody done knocked me off my own live thing. All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't. I'm like, damn, this is only talking about Steph Curry. What the hell you don't want me talking about now? But yeah, see, these are the type of bracelets that he got on his ankle. And what they do is they offer the support. This is what Steph Curry wears. He just wears them in white. They give you some stability, but this is for grade 2 ankle sprains and grade 3 ankle sprains, which Steph Curry has. The ankle sprain he got is a the one he suffered last night is a grade 2. It's good for arc pain, deltoid sprains. Supposed to help with tendonitis, instability, which Curry has, and muscle weakness. And right now, in that left foot, it seems like he has a nerve problem. So, so having that nerve problem, that's not going to be ideal. Yeah, it's going to need over time. That nerve is damaged by all the times you didn't stretched it, and these are non-contact injuries. That's you just planting your foot down, and it's rolling immediately because you're not getting your toes up off the ground. And he did it twice in the game. So, what is going to be the overall picture? Well, Wiggins had time to get away from that woman, and get over the fact his best friend was, taking care of the business for him. He was like, look, man, you was on the road. She just needed somebody to comfort her. Get Steph some ball coat. Well, that I don't know if that even helps. I don't think that helps in this situation. That'd probably make it worse. Jimmy Butler wouldn't fit in well. Him and Draymond would be fighting. That would not work. No, LeBron rolls his ankles a lot, but LeBron, the way his feet and he's bow legged, so the way he runs is weird. Plus, he don't have any toes, so his toes are like all yeah. LeBron's feet is all jacked up, so it's like he's walking on like he got club feet. Klay Thompson is shooting splashing for Dallas. Well, here's the thing: it's not the NFL. There's only been like 3 or 4 games, and people are talking about who's going to win the championship, who going to the finals, and it's like, dude, calm down. It's 3 games. Lakers, man, they gonna be the best team in the West. Calm down, man. It's 3 games. You got like 79 more of these to do. Get Steph some milk. You know, he's gonna need some more than milk. That's right. Curry is older now. That's right, Tony. And being the fact that Steph is older too, he's like 36, 37. And regular basketball years, that's retirement. I don't know if he plays 2 more years, to be honest. I can't see him playing probably about 2 more years. Not with his ankles like this. At this age, um, you're looking at possible nerve damage in that left ankle. Now, of course, you could say, I can just strengthen the muscles around it. But if your muscles are weak and they appear to be weak, like you have a post surgery injury and you're wearing these things, cool. You know, you can get a deltoid sprain or whatever. These are good to wear, these protectants, but they can only support so much because they still leave room for flexibility for you to try to, do your moves on the court. But they can't stop you from rolling your ankles if you have a situation where you need it. Well, Steph Curry's injuries are, he might have a tear in the ligament. Hopefully he doesn't. But you want to have something that can protect your ankle and be suffice. But these shoes that they come out with, like the Curry shoes, and you look at them and they're not basketball shoes. These are like wearing shoes outside. You don't go grab these shoes for basketball. So you have no support on your ankle whatsoever. Look at those shoes. Now, those shoes for basketball, no. Those are like socks with a rubber cushion. I would never go play in something like that. I would expect to get hurt. Because if you can't get your toes off the ground, you're gonna roll your ankle. So a lot of people injuries are happening because of that. Now, the best basketball shoe was normally the Kobe Bryant shoe. That was the best shoe. Um, like I told you, Jalen Brown wears that shoe. A lot of people in pros want to wear those shoes because it's the way it's designed, the way the foot goes down, the back of your heel goes down in the shoe. So the designs are different. Kobe's shoe was so successful, Nike stopped making them so that they could sell their newer shoes. They was like, I need those Kobe nines. I need the halos. These are the shoes I need because the dynamics are different, and when you start looking at it has a fused cable in the shoes, you know, and when you start to look at those dynamics of the shoes and how that cable is in there to hold that shoe support, people love that. Oh, the Kobe shoe? Mm-mm. The Kobe fives was like a the Kobe fives was like a throwback almost. Oh yeah, retrofitting everything. Yeah, the Kobe fives. Oh, most definitely. Hmm. Well, you want to make sure you've reached a certain plateau of something that really makes sense. Oh, yeah, I gotta send this email back. Hmm. OKC can beat Boston. You really believe that? Mm. These stylish shoes are oversaturated, pretty much. But that's what I keep telling people over and over again about let's look at the reflection of what we mean by what's good for you, like what's good for everybody. Is that going to be good for the history of the game with all these players getting their ankle injured and all this stuff? I don't think so. Well, Steph is not going to have to worry. Steph is not going to have to worry about it. He's good. Oh, absolutely. Kobe's shoes was designed with his style that most people like wearing. So they dressed up the new Kobe shoes to make them more stylish. But Kobe was very specific about the technology he wanted on his shoes. Most of y'all didn't have those Kobe's. Steph Curry will never come off the bench. If Steph will retire before he comes off the bench. That's like saying Jordan's got to start coming off the bench. No, now the rest of them you probably have seen. That's the Kobe fives. And what's on the inside of them? The Kobe tens. You see that? More comfort around the ankle. That's the Kobe and Gigi shoe. Yep, the thin shank at the bottom. Yep, that's the drop in zone right here. And that's what they like. Drop in zone. Yes, your foot fit more into the shoe. because it allows the back of your soles to fit. And you didn't have any ankle injuries with those shoes. The back of your heel would sink down into the shoe. Mm, it's a lot of foam. Oh, yeah. So let me get this straight. Steph Curry's never winning another championship, but let me guess, you think LeBron is? I'm just asking. Now, what you should say is the Cleveland Cavaliers won't win another championship, or the Sacramento Kings won't win a championship, no matter how great they are. The league will not allow it. You know, Steph will be back probably earlier and sooner than he should. I just hope for his sake and for that he's able to let his ankle recuperate. And this is the time to do it. The beginning of the season, you know, it's good to get this out the way now so you don't be a problem lingering. But you want to make sure you get that taken care of ASAP. No, I never looked at it that way. I looked at it as if Steph Curry is needed in his sport. He saved the sport. Yeah, many people don't understand the way society worked. Oh, the game is about politics. So whoever they want to win it, they're gonna let win it. Hmm. Well, Steph Curry is a better basketball player than LeBron James. I mean, so what are we talking about? You want to get real? Let's get real. Steph is a real player. Okay, they did not cater the league to Steph Curry and said, here are the keys. No, they did that to LeBron. They brought him in. You're gonna be the new guy we're gonna build the league around. These people just don't have the talent level of players back in the 80s and 90s. It's more athleticism than skill. You have to understand, man, there ain't no problem. Exactly. I told you he's gonna be out. And this is the perfect time. Oh man. I love basketball. Not sure if I love the NBA, what it is right now. That's the problem. Yeah, pretty much. You're right. Any bets tonight? I don't know. I got a few I might put on my Patreon. Absolutely, man. Steelers win. Yeah. My game finna come down to field goal kickers. I know. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Steph is at this point, it's gonna be hard for him to maintain another 2, 3 years with those ankles. It's getting worse and worse. Mm. No, most instances they don't look good. Everybody say what Jordan would do in this league. What you think Allen Iverson would do in this league? What do you think? Exactly. Oh, Dennis Schroeder put on a show. Yeah, only 29-6, you know. But they say Jalen Brunson's better, right? Okay. Right. Ben Simmons need to come off the bench. Yeah, you saw they beat the Milwaukee Bucks, gave the Bucks the business because of Dennis Schroeder. Dame Lillard thought he gave Dame the business all night long. Man, if Brooklyn get rid of Dennis Schroeder, they're a fool. You keep him and Cam out there on the floor, and y'all gonna be rolling. I can't wait till they play the Knicks. We are going live. The Nets and Knicks. Yeah, let me go out and see what they talking about. Yeah, shouts out to welcome to HDIITV Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez, Kwame Brown, Bus Life. Don't forget to go to the Patreon, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later.